everyone. How has your summer been going so far? I hope it's been going well. I know some people are probably all ready for fall, but for me, I'm not, and I hope that summer will go slow, especially the month of August, because it is my favorite season and it has been going way too fast for me. But if you're new here, I'm Erin. Welcome. I'm glad that you found my channel, and I hope that you'll click the subscribe button so that you can see all the future videos that I upload. By subscribing, you will be alerted when I upload a video, and it's free, and how many things in life are free, so definitely go ahead and do that. Today I have my June and July favorites for you, and this may be the shortest favorites that I've ever done because I don't have a lot of favorites this time around. I don't know why that is exactly, but it just didn't have a lot of favorite things the last couple of months. But I think that I will start off with the couple of flops that I have and then get into the favorites. The two flops that I had were actually both mascara samples, both which I got free. I did not go out, or I shouldn't say free, but I did not go out and purchase them myself. One came in, I think, a Target box, and the other was a sample that I got from Sephora. So we'll start with the one from the Target box. This was the Revlon Ultimate All-in-One. It's got a plastic wand, and it's a pretty small wand, but somewhat pointy. And I think what it was I didn't like about this was, one, I didn't feel like it did a whole lot for my lashes, but two, I'm pretty sure it was quite clumpy, or it just didn't have enough lift, but I just did not like this as far as mascaras go, and I would not pick this up on my own. The other was the NARS Audacious Mascara, and I was looking forward to using this one because it is NARS. I really haven't used any NARS mascaras that I can think of, but it was not for me. The wand is a little frightening, to be honest. It's very spiky and kind of sharp, and I felt like I was going to poke myself in the eye every time that I used it. And not only that, but this one, if I remember correctly, was very clumpy and possibly also had some fallout. So this was not a good mascara for me. I will not pick it up on my own, but I will say that I don't mind getting mascara samples in these boxes and from Sephora and things like that, because that way I get to test them out without having to go out and purchase a full size on my own in order to test them out. So it does give me a good idea and helps me find out which mascaras I like, which mascaras I don't like, so that I can go out and know if I want to purchase them on my own or not. So those were the only flops that I had the last couple of months. As far as favorites, I'll get into the things that are not products first, and then I'll talk about the few products that were favorites. So the first one is another podcast. If you did not see my April and May favorites, I talked in that video about how I've gotten into podcasts, and I found another one that I like, and that is the Director's Cut podcast. And basically it's put on by, I think it's the Directors Guild of America. They have on different directors to speak about movies that they just worked on, and they are interviewed by other directors. I've only listened to a couple, but that's not because I don't enjoy it, that's because my phone is rather old, and often for some reason this podcast crashes and won't play for me. So that's a whole other issue in itself, but I hope to get a new phone in a few months. I'm kind of holding out for when the new ones come out. So when I do that, that should take care of that issue. But when I have been able to listen, I have really enjoyed it. I learn a lot about the directors themselves, as well as what it was like working on their movies, as well as some behind the scenes about those movies. So some of them that I've heard so far are Steven Spielberg. I believe he was interviewed by Martin Scorsese. The director of the Revenant movie, Alejandro, I can't remember his last name. Angelina Jolie was on an episode because evidently she directed a recent movie that she was in. But the list goes on and on as far as what directors are featured, and it seems to be pretty current movies that they're talking about. And it's nice to have them be interviewed by other directors because they know what they're talking about and know what to ask. So if you're looking for a informative and entertaining podcast, then that is one that I would recommend to you. Other favorites have been some shows that are on Netflix. These are not Netflix original shows, they're actually CW shows, but since I don't have cable and only have Netflix, I'm watching them after the fact on Netflix, but I've really been enjoying them. One of them is Arrow, and I'm on season 2 of Arrow. I don't know what season they're currently on TV, but that's where I am. And from that, I started watching The Flash, which is kind of spins off of Arrow, I guess. They often cross over the episodes, which is entertaining, and I've really been enjoying season 1 of Flash, so I enjoy both of those shows, but I especially enjoy the character of Felicity. I can't remember the actual actress's name, but I'll try to link everything down below for you, but I don't know, there's just something about her character that I really enjoy. I find her really entertaining, and she also crosses over from both shows, so those are some things I've been enjoying watching this summer. The final thing to tell you about before getting into the products would have to be my favorite moments from the last couple of months, and that would be when my husband and I went to see Paul McCartney perform. I had never seen him perform before, and it was a wonderful show. While I don't necessarily know all of his songs, I know a lot of the Beatles songs. He is just a great entertainer. He didn't have an opening act, but he performed for about 3 hours and also included some special guests in his show, had pyrotechnics and fireworks, and it was just a really enjoyable, entertaining show that I really enjoyed and I think I will remember for a long time. So now let's get into the few products that I've been loving for the last couple of months. The first is a shave cream. It's the EOS shave cream, and I have talked about this shave cream before, but not this particular scent. This is the first time that I found this scent and have tried this scent, and it is the tropical fruit scent. And it's just a wonderful scent for summer. It's got some coconut in there, probably some pineapple, which is surprising because I don't really like pineapple, but I don't mind how it's mixed in with other smells in here, and it's just a very nice tropical scent. They don't really describe it here, but if you're looking for a good smelling shave cream, especially for summer, then I would check this one out. Sticking with the shower and summer scent theme, I have a body wash favorite, and it is the St. Ives Indulgent Coconut Milk Triple Butter Body Wash. It says it hydrates for silky smooth skin. I'm hoping that this is still a product that they sell because I did get it a while ago, but I recently pulled it out again for summer and I've been loving using it. Obviously it smells like coconut, which you know I love, but it is actually very moisturizing and nourishing, which I like about it, and it's a great size. I mean, it's 24 fluid ounces, so you're getting a lot of product in there. So I will try to find it and link it down below for you with prices and everything like that, but I've really been loving this as my summer shower gel. And the final favorite for this month, that's right, the final favorite, I told you this was going to be a short one, much shorter than usual, is an eyeshadow palette. And it is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. And my husband actually convinced me to buy this. I think he actually bought it for me, if I'm remembering correctly. But I was on the fence. I was kind of going back and forth between different Too Faced palettes. Couldn't really decide which one I wanted because I don't have any until now. And this is the one I went with because I liked the color selection the best. It seemed like the best colors for me. But this is the packaging, very girly and very Erin because it is pink and has a heart here where it says the chocolate bonbons. It's metal, so it's nice and sturdy. And then when you open it up, it has a mirror here and all of the shadows. So it's very cute in that they come in heart shapes, and it smells like chocolate, as all the Too Faced chocolate eyeshadow palettes do, which is wonderful because every time I open it to use it, it just gives off that amazing smell of chocolate. So how can you not love that? But I'm gonna get a little bit closer to try to show you the colors. So here we have Almond Truffle, and then Satin Sheets, which I'm not really sure if this is supposed to be a shadow or a highlight, but I think it can be used as both. And then this pale pink color here is called Sprinkles. This kind of goldish color is Molasses Chip. A brown sparkly color here called Malted. Onto the second row we have Cashew Chew. A pretty pink color that I enjoy using here called Cotton Candy. Silver color, Cafe Au Lait, I can't say that correctly. A brown in Bordeaux. A tan mocha color. Purple sparkly, that's called Black Currant. Down here we have another shimmery brown, Dark Truffle. A gray color called Pecan Praline. And a nice hot pink color called Totally Fetch. And then a bluish gray color called Earl Grey, and then a final kind of white matte color in Divinity. I guess I will do quick swatches for you if I can make this work. Actually, instead of swatching them all, because I'm not the greatest at swatches, and I think that will take, oh sorry, I got my light in there, didn't notice that. So instead of swatching all of them, because that could take a while and I'm not the greatest at swatches, I'm just going to swatch my favorite ones for you. So Divinity is a great base color. So that is the neutral white. That is a great starting base color. Then this is Satin Sheets. So this is the one that I thought could be a highlight or a shadow. Sprinkles is another one that I use, and that's one of the pale pink ones. I think I was mainly drawn to this palette for the pinks because a lot of palettes have a lot of brown neutrals, but I get tired of those and I like to change it up with some color. So I also like to use Cotton Candy, which is another pink color. So you can see that that has a little bit more pink to it than this one does. At least I'm hoping you can see that. I've also enjoyed using the Pecan Truffle, which is kind of that gray matte color. So this is the Cafe one in the gray here. I've also used Black Currant, which is the purple sparkly one. Hopefully you can see that. Next is this bright pink color, which is Totally Fetch. And some may not like this color, some may not like it on their eyes. It is a little bit bright and could be intimidating to some, but I find that it can be blended in with the other colors and look really nice. And the final one that I've used occasionally is Earl Grey, which is this darker blue-gray color. And I have blended in some of the browns with all of these colors, but if I swatch them all, they might just all blend together. But you can get an idea kind of which colors I like to use. I'm a bit more of a color person than a neutral person. But I've really been enjoying and having fun using that eyeshadow palette. I don't really do makeup tutorials because I don't, one, really know how to do them, and two, I am by no means a makeup expert or makeup artist. But if you would like to see an eye look with this palette, please let me know and maybe I can include it in another video, or I can try to do a get ready with me or something like that. But just let me know in the comments if you would be interested in that. So that is it. That is everything for my June and July favorites. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up. What have you been loving for the last couple months? I'd love to hear in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you supporting my channel. I hope that you're having a wonderful day so far, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye! Whoa! This is a product from Too Faced, and it's their Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And I have not used any of their bronzer